Hi, it's Stephanie at Savoir Faire. Has this ever happened to you? You ask your graphic designer for a logo, a brochure, an ad, a presentation, or any other sort of visual aid to support your marketing efforts, and you're hit with a barrage of questions you may not comprehend, making you wish you had a graphic designer to English pocket dictionary handy. There are times when your graphic designer wishes you did too. Like when you're trying to tell them something isn't quite right with the design, but the seeming language barrier just leads to frustration for everyone. Our graphic designer, Jana, owns some of that frustration, as she doesn't always remember that this information isn't commonplace and might be completely foreign to those not in the design world. You see, she and I have been working together long enough that she's taught me enough of her language that I know how to communicate with her, but that's not always the case if she's working direct with clients or on other projects. To help you understand some of the language of the graphic designer and to improve communications, let's define some commonly used terms. Redesign. When the update or modification you're looking for goes beyond a few changes, it might be time to consider a redesign, which starts from scratch and should be considered a new design entirely. Thumbnail. Often the design process begins with thumbnail sketches, so named for their size. These are small, low-fidelity drawings, either done with a drawing program or an old-school pen and paper, created to quickly brainstorm ideas. In many cases, you may not even see these. Most times, these are part of an internal first step on the projects we do. Comps, also called design comprehensives or mock-ups, are more refined than thumbnails, but still solidly in the development stage. They're used to explore fonts and colors and imagery and are typically a realistic representation of a finished product. A prototype shows both functionality and design. In website development, this might be a clickable set of pages to demonstrate the navigation. And in print design, it might be a printed mock-up which is trimmed and folded to specs. Edits are usually content-focused and refer to small changes to verbiage or copy. But to keep things about as clear as mud, an edit could also refer to a small or singular design change. Similar to edits, modifications, or modifying a design, involves swapping out elements or changing a color or two to adjust the appearance of that original design without completely changing it. You might go through a few rounds of modifications during the design phase in order to arrive at the final design. Now, this is certainly by no means a comprehensive list of graphic designer lingo, but we do have one, and it's linked in the video description. Consider this just your first lesson in speaking graphic designer. And that's just one more way we help you make your marketing matter.